A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. As President Donald Trump embarks on a significant 4-day tour of the Gulf, landing in Saudi Arabia this Tuesday, the Middle East finds itself in a precarious state of turmoil and danger. This region has been synonymous with crises for decades, but the current moment presents an opportunity for change, as the etymology of the word crisis suggests, a turning point that could lead to a better future. Trump's agenda is ambitious. He aims to avoid a war with Iran, end the ongoing conflict in Gaza, withdraw troops and sanctions from Syria, and strike a staggering $1 trillion in deals with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. However, what sets this trip apart is Trump's willingness to act independently of Israeli political leadership, a significant departure from the norm where Israel often holds veto power over U.S. Middle East policy. This shift has resulted in rising tensions between the U.S. and Israel, as evidenced by Trump's direct negotiations with Hamas for the release of an American hostage and a ceasefire agreement with the Yemeni Houthis, despite their ongoing strikes against Israel. Moreover, Trump's approach to Iran's uranium enrichment has drawn criticism from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is accustomed to a more supportive U.S. stance. In fact, Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, has publicly challenged the Israeli government, suggesting that its refusal to end the war in Gaza is prolonging the suffering of hostages held by Hamas. This bold move not only complicates Netanyahu's political landscape but also raises questions about the future of U.S.-Israel relations. The dynamics have shifted, and many analysts believe that Netanyahu's government, which has historically relied on conflict to bolster its political standing, may need to reconsider its strategies in light of potential changes in American support. Recent reports indicate that Netanyahu is contemplating a detox from U.S. security assistance, signaling a possible rift in the long-standing alliance. However, following discussions with Witkoff, there are indications that Netanyahu may be willing to resume ceasefire talks, suggesting that Trump's pressure is having an effect. The political landscape in Israel is changing, and with Trump positioning himself as a mediator, he could reshape the region's geopolitical dynamics. Trump's unorthodox approach to foreign policy, characterized by personal relationships with world leaders rather than traditional diplomatic norms, may allow him to navigate the complexities of the Middle East more effectively than his predecessors. As Americans grow increasingly skeptical of unconditional support for Israel, Trump has the opportunity to align his actions with the sentiments of the American public, who are yearning for a more humane resolution to the Gaza conflict. If he can successfully broker a ceasefire, he will not only improve America's standing in the Muslim world but also enhance his own reputation in Europe, where he faces significant unpopularity. However, time is of the essence. The Israeli government's intentions regarding Gaza could escalate rapidly, and Trump must make it clear that the U.S. will no longer provide unconditional support for actions that lead to further bloodshed. His upcoming visit to Saudi Arabia is not just about business deals. It's a chance to redefine U.S. involvement in the Middle East and challenge the status quo. Trump has the potential to emerge from this crisis as a transformative leader, one who prioritizes peace and stability over traditional alliances. The stakes are high, and the world is watching as he navigates this critical moment in history. Will he seize the opportunity to reshape the narrative of the Middle East, or will the region continue to be defined by conflict and crisis? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the eyes of the world are on Riyadh, and the outcome of this visit could have far-reaching implications for the future of U.S. foreign policy and the stability of the Middle East. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.